Estate TV. Today I am so, oh my goodness, super excited to have with me the fabulous Dr. Forbes Riley. Dr. Forbes Riley is an award-winning national TV host, one of America's leading health and fitness experts, keynote speaker, and founder and CEO of the Spin Gym. We're going to talk a little bit about that Spin Gym. Thank you so much, Dr. Riley.
Hello, my girl. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so honored to have you on here.
Well, thank you. Actually, I love any chance to connect to people a little outside my industry, speak and inspire. So I'm in a good place.
Oh, yes, you are. And you're just amazing. And
appreciate. And it's kind of funny too, because this is unlike Clubhouse. Now we get to see each other, and there's a big difference of experience when you got that little circle versus, hi, I'm here in person.
Yeah, right. Connecting, it's so different, right? So tell us a little bit about Forbes. I've put some of those out, and that's really short as far as what Forbes is.
Well, we could be here all day. I don't even like when people
just a little share.
I think what's important to know is that I am in business. You probably recognize me or my sound of my voice because I've done 194 infomercials in my career. I've grossed a little over $2.5 billion. I do have a fitness company and books that I've written and TV shows that I've hosted. And I'm in a movie at the moment on Amazon Prime called Farm to Fork to Love, because I still have a very prolific acting and hosting career. So I'm still doing it all. I'm having a blast doing it.
I did not know that.
Yeah, go to Amazon Prime. It's really cute.
Yeah.
It's kind of a Hallmark type movie. Yeah, I've got lots of movies. I probably have 50 movies, 50 television series, everything from Boy Meets World to The Practice to As the World Turns. I've done all of those things. I've had a very eclectic career, and a couple of things that I just like to share, because what I'm up to now is that I focus on entrepreneurs and dreamers like my dad, people who just never got their ideas out to the world. And so I have developed some programs and trainings that have helped a whole lot of people. Mm-hmm. And I go back to, why is all this so important to me? If you've achieved all of this, I'm sitting in a beautiful home, I own a television studio, I have a lot of things that are mine. And then at some point it's like, okay, so what?
Yeah.
And one of the things that I'll share with you, because again, on YouTube or Clubhouse, which I love the medium, there's no video. I love video. You know why? Video, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, well, then maybe video is worth millions. I know, to me, that's how I've made my entire living. Everything I've got, if you go to my YouTube channel, is there. And so if I go here and just hit a little demo. I don't know if you've seen all this, because again, all right, hang on a second. I probably opened way too many windows. I get so excited I can just type over here. So hang on one quick second. Forbes Riley demo. Yeah, it's very different when you go, wow, all of those videos, that's really you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of fun thing that I get to do. So
yeah, you're amazing. And you do actually believe in the videos and doing the videos. So that's great. You know, a lot of people are afraid to do videos.
Well, that's a whole other thing that I teach. You know, I grew up with the video camera being my best friend. When people say they're scared of the video camera, I'm like, I don't understand why. I'm only talking to my best friend. It happens to be through a camera lens, but what's the big deal? And today, I mean, everything's so changed. You're on video all the time. So take a peek at this. Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
Let's give it up for Forbes Riley!
The reason you don't have what you want is you don't know what it is.
I've grossed $2.5 billion by tweaking people's pitches on infomercials. You hear things differently than I do. I hear money every time somebody talks. I hear enrollment, engagement.
Hi, I'm Forbes Riley, and today we've got a great product for you. Take a look at this.
She's got me working out. What are these called?
It's called a Spin Gym.
She launched her multi-million-dollar company by mortgaging her house and her kids' education fund. She knew it was going to happen.
I think pitch is everything. I don't care what kind of product that you've got. If you don't know how to pitch or articulate it, you will go nowhere.
And that is, that goes on for a long time. And so that is a little part that you don't get to share in Clubhouse. It's like, wow, really? So I have done a lot. And what I do now is I spend a lot of my time helping people who do not have that breadth of experience get their dreams to come true. Because I talk about the fact that my dad, who was an inventor and a magician and a dreamer, he used to build printing presses, and he also did a lot of tinkering at home, had all these inventions. And one day he said to me, Pamela, he said, kiddo, how do I get my inventions out to the world? I said, Dad, I have no idea. I'm 8 years old.
Yeah.
And when he passed away, he died with a garage full of ideas that never saw the light of day. And it dawned on me that that's most people. You have a book inside of you, or a dream, or a project, or whatever it happens to be. One, you don't know how to pitch it. And two, even if you got some success, that's not what you studied in school. You don't know how to make it successful. And I'm sad because if you could imagine what would change. Imagine that you could afford to take that amazing vacation with your family, or finally buy the house or the car that you've dreamed of, or just live a better life.
Yeah.
And I see too many people like my parents who just suffer in silence and then they die. I thought, I've been very fortunate, very blessed. I'm very hardworking. I love what I do, but I
Yeah.
most love watching other people benefit from it. And so I spend a lot of my time now coaching. I do have a gift for your audience when we're finished with this. You can come interact with me live. I've been doing something every Sunday for 2 hours. I hold a pitch masterclass ever since COVID started. So it's been every Sunday. And I've learned a lot. I've had 14,000 people go through that little teeny training that I've done, and then just put them in the right direction. Because when you leave school, who's your guidance counselor? Who helps you figure out what to do next? And you can flounder for the rest of your life. And that, to me, breaks my heart.
Yeah, that's so true. That is so true, because you need the guidance and the expertise and the knowledge, and there's no one there to help you.
Well,
Yeah.
there's certainly no centralized place. For a while, there was a college that started about entrepreneurship and the internet. And my daughter went to it. I enrolled when she was just 15 years old. And then it completely folded. It just didn't have enough interest at the time. It's now probably more interesting. But my daughter at 18 made her first million online doing a business because she gets it. And that kind of training is essential. And so I partnered with my own daughter. And at 19 years old, she's the CEO of my company. She has 60 people
awesome.
working for her. She understands systems and processes and things that, you and I as visionaries don't want to handle. She does all of those things she has a whole program called GSD, how you get shit done, from building an email
Love
list,
it.
building a course, building the funnel, getting it out there. And she even has a GSD on how to hire people because she watched me and delegating was not my strong suit. So it's been fun.
I love the name. That's awesome. GSD, getting shit done. That's awesome. Yeah, incredible. So talk to me a little bit, or talk to my audience a little bit about mindset and how important is mindset and imagination.
Well, first of all, one of the things that I teach, and I start with words. I have a very unique way to get into your mindset, and one is through your mouth.
Yeah.
What are the words that you say? So in my world, I eliminate certain words from your vocabulary. We start with, you can no longer say basically, actually, like, and Here's another one. I find people, when they get asked this question, any question in an interview, they start with the word so. Maybe it's a cultural thing lately. It's like, well, so, there's no sentence I've ever written starts with the word so.
Right.
Another word you want to eliminate is trying, because you either do something or you fail. The big out is, well, I tried. I honestly don't care if you tried.
Yeah.
They say in terms of coaching that a friend loves you the way you are. Forbes Riley loves you way too much to leave you that way.
Oh.
And because I've done so many commercials and literally in video on television, minutes and seconds are very precious. I don't want to hear all the fluff words. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about you. Why are you saying words that don't move your needle forward? And so I talk about 3 C's, because most people are not confident. But if you can get clarity in your communication, it becomes confidence.
Love it. Yeah. That's incredible.
I actually just started taking all these letters. So M's. I got 3 M's now. To maximize, minimize, and monetize. How about we maximize your time on this planet? I know you don't even know this just yet. Olivia Newton-John just died.
No. Oh, I was a fan.
I just saw that at 73. Here's the thing, you guys. You have milk. You got an expiration date on your head. Are you maximizing the time that you're here? Are you worrying about bullshit that just doesn't matter? Literally learning to let those things go. Are you minimizing the struggle and the pain? Are you with the right coach, the right mentor, the right mastermind? There's ways to fast track what you're going to do. So you're going to maximize, you're going to minimize, and then you're going to monetize. Because if you're like me, like so many people, you've talked and chit-chatted and had these ideas and moved. You didn't make any money doing it. Let me tell you, in the 2 years that I've been working with my daughter, we made $2 million in 2 years, which is a lot more than I've ever made online. My money had been made on speaking tours, on doing television, and now I can sit in the comfort of my own home and generate an income while I'm sleeping.
Love it. Yeah. That's the way to do it. That's what it's all about. My goodness. I hope you guys are taking notes, because so many gems she's dropping. And I love the 3 C's, the 3 M's. So I guess tell us anything that you'd like to tell us and share with our audience right now, as far as the future or upcoming, anything that you want to share about Forbes.
Well, I have a couple of isms. I do think that how you do something is how you do everything. So
Yeah.
when people do things half-heartedly, I know that they're not that serious. And I can tell a lot by looking at a person's social media presence. And I'm not talking about how many likes or followers you have. Do your banners match? Do you have clear messaging? Odds are you don't. With 14,000 students under my belt, I will tell you I've learned a lot of things about entrepreneurs. One, most people's mindset is stuck somewhere. Pamela, you and I talked about a moment where you had a dissatisfaction with something. And I will tell you that probably grinds on you. You only have 1,000 minutes a day. How many minutes a day do you spend suing people, hurting people, wondering how to fix things, annoying conversations? There's some people in my life who can trigger me. The next thing you know, for 3 hours, I'm just moaning about it. I don't have 180 minutes to care about that person anymore. Stop doing that.
Right.
And if you cannot stop, enroll someone in life to help you. Second thing is that you need to move. So I've been on home shopping most of my life. I took a fitness product that nobody wanted. And it wasn't even fitness at the time. It's actually a concept. It's the oldest toy known to man. And I've sold 2.5 million of these things. I created a concept. I did the entire business plan on how do you launch a product that nobody's even heard of or looking for. And we crushed it. Now, we've not gotten to the pinnacle where everybody knows about it, like a fidget spinner or a resistance band. But I'll tell you what, it was a very healthy business. We're still going with that.
Yeah.
And then the other part of my life is I'm launching a new book called The ABCs of Pitching. And I'm going to set this story straight. When you can pitch, and this is what I teach on Sundays, I'm going to invite you guys to come to it. Go look, if you want to write this down, www.pitch secrets masterclass.
Okay.
Every Sunday at 5, it's me live. And here's what I share with you. I get you to practice, learn, and up level, is that pitching is not selling. I don't like to sell. But I'll tell you what, I've enrolled $2.5 billion worth of revenue by not selling. Well, then what did you do? I have a lot of systems. One of them is I get people to want what I have, not telling them what they need. So Pam, do me a favor, lift your elbow up. And I want you to feel the back of your arm. Is it nice and tight and firm, or is it a little wiggly jiggly?
That is wiggly jiggly. Yes.
So I'm going to tell you that in just 5 minutes sitting on a Zoom call, that when you do this, because this pulls up to 24 pounds of resistance or as light as 4 pounds of resistance, and then you punch a little bit and you feel good, you do this for one song 2 or 3 times a day. And I'm going to tell you, this is a 62-year-old arm, pretty hard.
Yeah.
And now let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you want this?
I do want it.
Right. So that, by the way, I agree with you. I think but that was the perfect pitch.
Yeah.
You a minute ago were not thinking about buying a fitness product, and now I'm going to show you that you can't live without this thing, because I don't have the time to go to the gym. It's raining outside, but I'm getting a full, amazing workout in my core, my back, my shoulders, and I haven't left this little area. I think everyone should have one. But the concept of pitching, here's another beautiful part of pitching. Okay, I've got a note here. Okay, you can't see what it says. And not a magic trick, but I would like you to answer this question. Let me think. Do you want to see something cool?
Yes.
How did I know you're going to say yes? Well, I know, because that's what everybody says when I ask that question. That's how I start my pitch for Spin Gym. Imagine if you're going to pitch your business, whether it's in real estate or whatever you're doing, and you could predict the answer that your prospect's going to give you before you ask it. Might you win? The answer is absolutely yes. And there is a system. You get people to want what you have, then you provide the solution. They're like, oh, I want that. I want that. I want you to be my realtor. I want you to do this. The difference is, most of you, when you get excited about something, you can't wait to tell the other person they need it. You need this vitamin. You need this new mentor. Stop telling us what we need.
Right.
Be smart enough to get the person listening to want it. Now, I make it sound very easy. I will tell you, the most important thing in my world is, once you learn the principles, to practice them. And most people never practice the art of pitching.
Yes.
When you do, though, see, pitching is not just in business. You ever pitch to go to a restaurant or a movie, and you get to go where you want? I get what I want all the time. I understand the art of pitching. I taught this to my kids. I'll tell you what, don't do that to your kids, because they get a lot of things like your credit card and keys to your car.
Yeah, I love it.
So one of the things that I talk about when it comes to pitching is how you first meet somebody. I have a whole concept about the $100,000 handshake. So Pam, when somebody meets you and says, hey, what do you do? What do you say to them?
I am a real estate agent, entrepreneur, a video marketing agent, and oh my goodness, you're gonna tell me how not to pitch in all of this. And also, I have a real estate course that I just launched, Real Estate Course 101.
Okay, so can I play this?
Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I know you're gonna.
Well, but are you open for, well, if you're open for some coaching, here's my first thing.
Absolutely.
Why did you read a laundry list? Because the truth is, Pam, and I'll tell you what, this is why my coaching is so effective.
Yeah.
While people ask you what you do, they don't really care. They care what you can do for them. And so you just read off a whole bunch of things and a confused mind doesn't buy.
Right.
So what did you want me to know? Now watch a different way to ask it. I'm going to ask you, Pam, what can you do for me? What would you say?
I can help you get more genuine clients through the power of video marketing.
Well, that's so much more interesting. That's so much, because I'm not that, well, that I might go, well, that's kind of cool. Let's talk about it. You
Yeah.
left out real estate because it doesn't really affect me. I don't live in the DC area. I might want your course, but I can only want one thing from the buffet at a time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, when you harness this, everything gets better.
I love it. Wow. That's great information. Great information. You're so right. Right on target. Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm providing is things that you guys, unfortunately, didn't realize that you need. People get, training on how to build a funnel or how to build an email list. But the most important thing right now, I think, is this verbal art of communication.
Yeah.
Is everybody who's watching your program right now going, wait, what was her name? Forbes Riley? How do I find her? Go to ForbesRiley.com. That's the best place to find me, or go on social media, because in a minute I got to jump onto another podcast. How do you get to be the most requested podcast guest ever? Pitch right. I'm going to show you there's so many secrets that you don't know. So let's maximize your time on the planet, minimize your struggle, and then let me show you how to monetize everything that you're doing all the time so you can go on vacation. I just came back from 4 weeks in Greece. My daughter is still over there. How do you do that and run a company? That is something I think everybody needs to know.
Yeah, you're absolutely amazing. And we so greatly appreciate you. Everyone, ForbesRiley.com. Get in touch with us. She has so much to offer. We're grateful to have her. Everyone, stay safe, be blessed, and sending you love and hugs to all. We'll see you guys soon.